Hey, so today I have the first WTC list. Now, this is not a list that's finished. Actually, it's two lists. It's not a list that's finished. So it's just one of the guys, Patrick Hill, who's considering going to tournaments. Maybe even, let me just check. Is he actually going to the WTC? I'm trying to give some practice to a local who's going to the WTC. So he's going to practice against the local who's actually going to the WTC. So they're built according to the WTC guidelines, which is 1100 points. And he would like evaluation on two factors. Is it competitive? Based on the missions for the WTC package, are they suited? Now, that is an interesting setup because I am going to the WTC. I got a place in one of the American teams, so you will see me wearing a cowboy hat and a six-shooter, I think, maybe, drinking whiskey. So I am actually going. I didn't think I was, but it turned out I am. So maybe I'll meet whoever Patrick is playing against. Interesting. Let's see what Patrick is building along the WTC lines, shall we? Here we go. This is the first one. He's built two lists. The first one is 15 order dice, 1100 points, Brits, platoon commander. Ooh, so he wants to... No, it's just a platoon commander. I thought it was the company commander for a sec there. LMG infantry, inexperienced. He's doing this very cheaply. I think these would be better as regulars though, just because it would ensure the hits. But then again, 4 shots with an LMG, I mean, you're pretty likely to get them anyway. So, yeah, this buffs out the infantry selection here. These, though, are fairly crap at fog of war missions, and there's at least one mission that has fog of war deployment. Artillery observer, really good though. Bren carrier, yes. You might even stick the observer in the Bren at some point. The Bren carrier is that good. It's got the forward facing. You know what? I'd stick the platoon commander in that. Just have him drive around in that because it makes his command bubble even bigger and he becomes a lot more survivable. Second platoon, another rifle platoon. Platoon commander, special forces, outflankers. Nice. Now these can be really good. The Gurkhas are too small. In V3, these are never going to connect, not in 5-man units. Maybe you can stick them in Bren carriers and run them like that. But I'm not a massive fan of that. If you're just using them to threaten away enemies from attacking or assaulting your Bren carrier and your LVT, I don't think it's worth it. Anti-tank rifle. Piat. Nice. Spending the points. The LVT. Yes, baby. With double HMGs. Yes. Yes. That is so good. That is so good. 149 points. Light autocannon, double HMG. Freaking love it. I love it. So good. And a Bren carrier. So, a few things I maybe would do different. You could save a little bit on these by making them smaller units. Ideally, you would want a little bit bigger Gurkha sections. The submachine gun, special forces, commandos, things. Do they need to be 7 men? Yeah, they kind of do, but the Gurkhas do as well. I'm not sure. 15 order dice is also a little low. It's not a bad list. You can sit with these guys in your own back line, shooting. The artillery observer, will plunk down his bombardment, and then the LVT with the commandos and Gurkhas moves up and unloads. The Bren carriers I don't see the point of right now. Then we have an armored platoon here. British again, 14 order dice, 1100 points. Platoon commander, inexperienced. Again, we have this LMG spam here, which I like. That works. Another rifle platoon. I don't see the point of this though. Regular riflemen, so they can push up a bit, but they'll not survive. Maybe take a heavy weapons platoon here instead. Cheaper, and you get a lot more dice. Stuart light tank, yeah, these are still runnable. That's the Dhaka Stuarts. And then the Humbers, which are freaking amazing. Love the Humber. Love the Humber. Yeah, this second one is very, very good. I like the second platoon a lot more, but I think that this second rifle platoon should be swapped out for a heavy weapons platoon, where you take light mortars, anti-tank rifles, maybe even inexperienced MMG teams, because you can get a lot more order dice in your list that way. And they're doing the same thing. They're being backline shooty bits, right? And you need more order dice. And then the tanks can come from one flank or whatever, and then just swipe the board. Yeah. This second platoon, for me, is where it's at. So, that was it. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see what I do once I get to thinking about the WTC. I'm already in contact with the Americans. We're chatting a little bit about nations and such. So we shall see what I end up with. But it's nice to finally be able to look at another big tournament abroad. Yeah. See you in the next one. Cheers.